Hello, nail friends. I'm back. I missed you guys last week. I apologize. Today we're trying something new. It's called the GlitterMama, and the color we're using is Burlesque. A friend recently turned me on to this, so I was going to check it out and see what I thought. I do like the formula. It goes on really smooth and is very intense, so you don't need a lot of coats, which I appreciated. The other thing we're using is Wildflowers gel foil. So that is like double-sided tape is the only way I can describe that. It is important to use because the inhibition the inhibition layer on gel polish oftentimes will not allow for foil to be accepted because it's not sticky. It's more gooey, if that makes sense. That was true of the GlitterMama. I did try it, but it didn't work, obviously. So I went in with the Wildflowers gel foil. What I'm doing right now is just layering in those three different colors that you see. This is based off of the ridiculously silly AI diamond nails that recently came out that has gone viral. I don't love the whole AI generated nail art thing. It possesses a lot of unrealistic, that's the best way I can describe it, unrealistic foil, or foil, not foil. I'm talking about foil right now. Unrealistic ability to do things that just doesn't exist in the real world. So unfortunately, I feel like it gives clients a bad idea of what could actually happen. And not to say that there aren't amazing nail artists out there. There are. But AI is not my favorite generated. However, this became a trend. It's a thing. People are trying to figure out how to do it in real life. I have a lot of clients that would not appreciate that kind of textured feeling on the surface of their nails. So I was looking for a way to create kind of that depth and look without creating that texture on the nails. And my solution to this was foil. So if you like something else, that's great. I've seen a lot of interesting videos out there and a lot of different ways that people have tackled this. And I think they're all really valuable and have their place in the nail world. This was just my creation. I think the one that did it best, because I was kind of playing along as I went. So the one that did it best was that silver foil. I love the purple foil as well. I think it gave a lot of that dimension to that purple polish without compromising the polish itself. So that was all lovely. Now I'm going in with some gel sparkle in silver. And what I'm doing is just kind of going along, because this is kind of an Art Deco set. I'm just kind of going along and painting in various shapes and swishes and different things that I'm going to then line some of that with some more diamonds and glitter, because that seems to be the thing, right? It is not necessarily a spring look. It's just something that went viral. So it was kind of fun to play with. I do have some other spring sets coming up, though, that are absolutely beautiful that you need to check out. I do some more with one stroke, which I'm getting better at, friends. Yes, I've been practicing and I'm getting a little better. And also some foil butterflies. And fun enough, I played with some color changing gel paint. Super fun, by the way. I think that is going to definitely be a hit for my clients this summer. So much fun. I'll show you those two in another week or two. But in the meantime, I have gone in and just put some lines through, and I'm going to cure that, which I did. And then I'm adding some, so I do have some gem glue down, if I can talk. And that gem glue is what I am putting the rest of these stones into. So this is a mixed set of rhinestones. It has very large stones, some medium stones, some smaller stones. It goes all the way down to fairly tiny. It gives you a lot of different options in one color. The only thing is that obviously these are diamond and iridescent. You can see the iridescent on the other side, which we are not using for this video, but maybe in the future. But it worked for what I wanted, which was, right, we were trying to do, the whole diamond nail thing. So there we have that. And what I'm doing is starting with a larger stone in the middle and then tapering down to the smallest on the outer edge. And I think that worked really well for this. We're going to repeat that on that second nail that goes in the opposite direction. By the way, that silver strip, the way I got that, because I didn't show it, because I went off film when I was doing it, was I actually just cut the foil into a strip about as wide as I wanted it on the nail. And then I laid that over the nail, and then I put the purple foil at the top and the bottom, and then I ripped off the purple foil and then removed the silver foil, and that worked out really well. I loved it so much that I actually feel like I'll do more of that in future videos, because that just, like I said, it worked really well. And a lot of times with foils, you have to worry about it buckling, and you got to put a lot of little nips in it to keep it from, because you're using a flat piece of paper on a half round surface. So think about it that way. So you got to put a lot of little cuts in it, almost like when you're sewing, so that it makes a rounded edge. For this third nail, we're going to put a big fat diamond in the middle, which I liked, but it's not, I would say it's a not for me thing, but I love the idea of it. It's kind of like having a ring on the middle of your nail on your middle finger, which I know is very popular right now. It's not my favorite personally, but again, you know, it doesn't have to be my favorite in order for me to create something and have fun with it. So then I went around to the whole outer edge of this nail, or not this nail, this diamond with smaller diamonds, so that it looks like it's a, you know, encrusted ring, like one of those, I'm trying to think what they call, like they're like an antique, what do they call those? Antique style engagement ring. That makes sense. Where they have all those little teeny tiny diamond chips all around the outside edge. So it kind of makes that type of effect with that nail. The cool thing was about this particular diamond is it is faceted, but it almost looked like a rose in some lights. It was actually really, so my biggest challenge was photographing these for you guys. When I went to photograph these, there's so much bling that the camera either wanted to be out of focus or the camera wanted to see it weirdly. And in one of the photos, this actually, it might even be the cover photo for this. This particular diamond nail looked like a rose. It was weird because there is no spiral in this, but it's just the way it looked on the photo. So it was kind of cool. And I just wanted to show you from the side how high that sits up, just so you can see, because I think that's important for clients as well, to understand that these are going to sit up and be semi rough. I do put a fairly heavy bead. You can see that when I'm laying in the stones, because that does help the stones to kind of sink into the glue a little bit and keeps the keeps the stones from catching when you're working with clients. The other thing I know I've talked about a lot, and I will mention it again if you have not seen my other videos, is that if you are doing this, don't be afraid to go over the top of your gemstones. If they are, if you're going over the top of your gemstones, the only thing that you're doing is creating like a second layer or seal over the top, which for a lot of clients means that they're just getting a little bit of scratch proofing, if you will, on top of the stones, because they're going to get banged and they're going to get clanged. Do I use Swarovski crystal on mine? No, I do not. I don't feel like that's necessary, and it's extremely expensive. So I don't feel like that you need to go there for your clients. But if you love it and you want to do it, I mean, by all means, go for it. It's just not my thing, not for a set that's going to be worn for between 2 and 4 weeks. I don't think it's necessary. I think your basic glass or acrylic beads, or not beads, rhinestones work just as well. I can see it if you were doing like a super special wedding or super special event, perhaps. But again, you know, what are you going to do with those Swarovski crystals when you're done? I'd rather wear them in jewelry. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now. So we're just about done. We have a couple nails left. This is the ring finger, and this one is going in a swirly pattern. I am alternating black purple and silver stones. The black and purple stones are tiny, 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 tiny ones. They are designed for nails. I know a lot of the stones you see set on nails are not necessarily designed for nails. These are, so they're especially tiny. And then, of course, I have the silver in between, those silver diamondy ones. All right, we're finishing the last nail now. So the last nail just has 3 silver, 1 larger and 2 smaller. And same thing with like on the top and the bottom swirl. And then we are going to put all of these in the lamp and let them cure. I'm going to put these into the light. We're going to cure them, and then I will show you the final product. These were a lot of fun to create. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you come up with your own ways to do this. There they are. Diamond look. I'm going to top coat them. I won't show you the whole top coating because, again, it's not really, it's very boring to watch me top coat. But I am going to fill these in. Do you see how I went in between first? And then I'm filling in all around. And what that's going to do is just keep them from catching if they were a real person wearing these. Once I finish top coating, we're going to cook them for 60 seconds. I usually will go overboard and do like a minute and a half just to make sure. And there we go. Much easier to film these than it is to photograph these. Hopefully, again, you like this set, and I hope you come up with your own version of it. And if you do, send me a picture or put it in the comments. I would love to see your version of AI diamond nails. That's all for today. I will see you guys next week. Look forward to some more spring nails. We have lots of fun things coming and a few trends as well. Have a great week.